There we go.
Hello, everyone, and thank you so much for joining me, Goddess Rhonda and Goddess Star,
Hi, everyone. Good to be back again.
for our third mission of the Universal 7-Day Candle Projects to help stop domestic violence. If you were watching the show that we recorded earlier, you probably know that there was a lot of feedback going on in that show, and we couldn't fix it. So we decided it was better to just go ahead and redo the show so that you're not distracted with all of that noise and you can actually get out of it what we intended, which is how to do the candle, the ceremony itself, for you to engage in it so that you can engage in the blessings we offer you at the end of it without hearing all that static and all of that noise. So we thank you so much for your patience and your understanding. And just so that you know, because we had already just done the show, our candles are actually already burning, but we're still going to go over how we prepared them and what we did. And we're going to do the blessing and the ceremony again anyway for your benefit, because we really wanted you to have a nice, clean video to watch where you can actually get out of it what we want you to get out of it instead of being distracted by all of that feedback that was going on. And we so apologize for that and the technical difficulties that we had today earlier with the show. So as always, before we begin, we like to cast a circle of protection around us. All hail, our lords and ladies of the East, my brothers and sisters, my brother and patron, the sacred element of air, namaste. Divine honor, love, joy, peace, and respect to thee, my lords and ladies. I charge thee, please cause a barrier of protection through all of our walls that face your direction, from corner to corner and end to end. Let peace and protection reign herein. Thank you, and so it is.
So it is. All hail, O lords and ladies of the South, my brothers and sisters, my brother and patron, the sacred element of fire. Namaste. Divine honor, love, joy, peace, and respect to thee. I charge thee, please cause a barrier of protection through all of our walls that face your direction, from corner to corner and end to end. Let peace and protection reign herein. Thank you. So it is.
So it is. All hail, our lords and ladies of the West, my brothers and sisters, my sister and patron, the sacred element of water. Namaste. Divine honor, love, joy, peace, and respect to thee, my lords and ladies. I charge thee, please cause a barrier of protection through all of our walls that face your direction, from corner to corner and end to end. Let peace and protection reign herein. Thank you, and so it is.
All hail, our lords and ladies of the North, my brothers and sisters, my sisters and patron, the sacred element of earth. Namaste. Divine honor, love, joy, peace, and respect to thee. I charge thee, please cause a barrier of protection through all of our walls that face your direction, from corner to corner and end to end. Let peace and protection reign herein. Thank you, and so it is.
So it is. And we now bring down the divine white light from the sacred source of all well-being and fill our spaces with peace and protection always. So it is. And thank you. So once again, we thank you so much for joining us and taking a stand in believing in taking action to make a difference in the world, no matter what anyone's belief. By combining our strength, energy, and intentions, it can really help to lessen and therefore balance out the negative energies so that peace can be restored in our world. And to thank you for your help and courage in taking a stand, we will offer blessings to those who want it at the end of the ceremony. But first, we're going to go ahead and explain what we did with our candles and what we're doing with the ceremony. So as you know, this is our third mission in the Universal 7-Day Candle Projects. And at the time that we did the ceremony, we're going to continue as if it was that time. It's during a very powerful day and time that we did this. We did it during the day of Saturn, Saturday, of protection, purification, and restriction of those things that are adverse to us. And we also began in the hour of Mars, the planet of war and protection, and flowed into the hour of the sun for justice, strength, healing, and illumination, while using the diminishing effects of the waning moon to reduce the incidence, trauma, and pain of domestic violence.
According to the wheel of abuse, if you would hold on a moment, please, I'm so sorry. Perpetrators of domestic violence use a multi-layered system to control and abuse their victims, including intimidation, emotional abuse, isolation, minimizing and denying the abuse, and blaming the victims, using children to threaten and control the victims, having an overinflated sense of authority, economic abuse, coercion, and threats. And over the next 9 weeks, we will layer each ceremony with intentions to stop domestic violence on all levels. But for today, we will be taking advantage of the waning moon to begin to diminish all of the above components of domestic violence.
Element of earth, I invoke and evoke, request and accept all of your wonderful, positive, powerful properties, gifts, blessings, and protection. And I ask that you empower all of us with your abilities of creation and manifestation as we create this ceremony to fight back and end domestic violence and manifest freedom and safety for the victims. I also send this energy to be conveyed to the participants who want it, as well as their candle and other tools they may be using. So mote it be.
So mote it be. Air, I invoke and evoke, request and accept all of your wonderful positive properties, gifts, blessings, and protection. And I ask that you empower us with your ability to smoothly flow over, under, around, or through any obstacles and carry your energies of freedom and movement to the victims of who we are fighting against, domestic violence, and manifest freedom and safety for the victims. I also send this energy to be conveyed to the participants who want it, as well as their candle and other tools that they may be using. So mote it be.
So mote it be. Fire, I invoke and evoke, request and accept all of your wonderful, positive, powerful properties, gifts, blessings, and protections. And I ask that you empower us with strength and protection, as well as your ability to burn away any and all blockages to the freedom of the victims and survivors of domestic violence and manifest their freedom and safety for them. Thank you. So it is.
So it is. Water, I invoke and evoke, request and accept all of your wonderful positive properties, gifts, blessings, and protections. And I ask that you empower us with your ability to cleanse and wash away. We are fighting back against domestic violence, to cleanse and heal the victims and manifest their freedom and safety. I also send this energy to be conveyed to the participants who want it, as well as their candles and other tools they may be using. So mote it be.
So mote it be. Oops. Okay. All right. So for this mission, here's my candle. As you can see, it's already burning, but that's okay. For this mission, what we did was I appealed to the nurturing divine feminine energies of our divine mother goddess, our divine sister moon. So I used a white candle and with silver glitter and jasmine oil for the goddess and the moon. I also used this brownish bronze kind of a glitter to represent Saturn, since he represents the earth, as well as patchouli oil. I used red glitter and dragon's blood for Mars, and I used gold glitter and orange oil for the sun. And I combined all of my empowered and dedicated oils into small containers. And I just used a paintbrush to brush them onto the top of the candle after I inscribed into the candle with a bamboo skewer and domestic violence in all of its forms. And I like to use, I'm sure if you've watched our shows, you see me using my bamboo skewers all the time, because bamboo represents the fulfillment of wishes, which is why I like to use them. However, you can use your Atme or whatever carving tool that you would typically use or that you would choose to use for this, for your candle. Okay. So then I also it combined all of my glitters into one container, and I empowered them so I could just sprinkle those on as well. And I offer rice to all of the deities that are trying to help us with this endeavor to end domestic violence. And I offer rice to them. So I'm going to go ahead and do that again. Greetings and blessings to the most holy and divine universal life forces. I call upon thee, our divine mother goddess or divine sister moon, you of the divine feminine, for your kind, healing, and nurturing energy, and ask that you grant it to the victims and survivors of domestic violence. With my rice. Our divine sister moon in your waning glory, as you continue to wane, please diminish the incidents and adverse effects of domestic violence until it no longer exists. And I make to you this offering with my gratitude and blessings. Our divine brother Saturn, on this your day, we ask you to restrict abusers from harming anyone on any level, including emotionally, mentally, spiritually, or physically. And I make this offering to you with my gratitude and blessings. Our divine brother Mars, during this your hour, we ask that you defend us from the abusers. And I make to you this offering with my gratitude and blessings. Our divine brother Sun, you of the divine masculine, you who rule over the next planetary hour to grant justice and protection to the victims and survivors of domestic violence, I make this offering to you with my gratitude and blessings. I call upon thee, my divine mother, my divine father, my divine brothers, and my divine sisters, to join your energies and grant freedom, peace, justice, strength, and prosperity to the victims of domestic violence and their children as well. Please illuminate the path to safety and a new and fulfilling life for the victims, and grant them all of the support and help that they need to manifest their new and safe lives. Please remove the harsh emotional effects this has had on the victims and their children, and replace their despair with hope, determination, and strength to overcome their situations and return to the serenity that comes with being safe from harm. I honor and thank you, most holy and divine, for your constant help, support, strength, and nurture, and ask that you continue to join with us and help us as we end the horror called domestic violence. Thank you, dear ones, and so it is.
So it is. And I used a gray candle during this waning moon. And it is, what it does is, with this particular sigil, which I will show you again, I don't know if you had seen it properly before, but there's the sigil. It's 2 half moons upside down. And it's for neutralizing situations and banishing it permanently. And on the top, I use gold and silver glitter representing the god and goddess, or gods and goddesses, or whatever male and female divine energies that you've used. And I suggested some of them I'll go over in a moment. In the bottom of the candle, I used eggshells and sea salt or Himalayan salt. Those are really good for banishing and neutralizing situations. And again, you would see that my candle's already lit because, again, from before when we did the original video, and it's supposed to bring back harmony into the lives of victims that are of domestic violence and help reprogram them and their lives and how it's been affecting them. And the oil and incense that I created, that is, it's oiled with and everything, is a combination. I'm going to repeat it again. It's jasmine, sandalwood, dragon's blood, rue, basil, dill, anise, orris, and basil. And the divine and feminine, male and female energies that I've suggested that you possibly use, or whatever ones that call out to you, is Yamaya, Diana, Artemis, Isis, Luna, Mat, Obatala, and basically it's all the calming, influential beings that there are. That all the deities that are in any way calming and in any kind of way like that to help calm and neutralize the situation. And um, the oil and incense that you create from the recipe I just gave, that's what that's all about as well. So one of the things, the way the spell works is you use a bowl. It could be anything like this. And it doesn't matter about the color. I used yellow, but it really doesn't matter. Um, what matters is the color candle that you decide to choose to use. It's up to you. Again, you can use black, white, or gray. Any of those choices are great. Um, and what you would do is first you would write, create a letter of intention. And it could be any size because, again, the size matters in terms of what you're writing. I don't know how much you would be. You're the victim. You know best what your intentions, what you've been going through. What are the things you want to banish and neutralize in your life and what change to be better? What you would want to change it into, all of those things. And if it's a big page, you will fold it and you would put it inside of the big or small. You'd put it inside of the bowl and you would rest a candle on the top of the page of an letter of intention in the bowl, and you'll pack around the bowl ice cubes. The ice cubes represent basically you imagining all of the damage, the trauma, everything that's been going on in your life all this time. You want to imagine it in that chunk of the Arctic Ocean. That ice cubes become that chunk of Arctic Ocean where it's all going to be kept away into the Arctic Circle. So it's so far away from you. If you live in the Arctic Circle, don't worry, it's going to stay in an ice cap and it's not going to melt. It's going to stay frozen, whatever it is. And as you burn this candle, each day that it burns, that ice cubes around in the bowl that's packed around the candle will melt. And each day you will take it and you empty the ice cube that's melted into the sink, and you'll wash it down the drain and envision all of the trauma and all the things running down the drain as you get rid of it. See it leaving your life. And one of the things that you want to do, you're going to say, there's an incantation that I said for you guys, and you would hold a candle each day that you do it. You pack the ice and everything each day. You would say the incantation. To the sea you are banished on a solitary ice raft. You will float far, far away. No hot and angry words, thoughts, or deeds can touch me. As you float away from me, I am free. All discord has been put to rest. Your dark clouds are gone from me. I walk in balance without fear of you evermore. And you would say that every day, fervently and with absolute conviction, because this is what you are demanding. You are not just asking, you are demanding it leave from your life. You are so strong and with such conviction because you've got all of them behind you, all the divine energies of the male and the female there to guide and protect you and see you through it. And I want you to thank these deities for all that they have done and for their divine intervention and for bringing you harmony, peace, protection, and with the end results heading towards a life of peace and harmony. You want to say this ahead of time because it will happen that way. You want to already envision and see it already happening and being that way. And I'm going to repeat this part about what Goddess Rhonda said because it is true. Illuminate the path to safety and a new and fulfilling life for the victims, and grant them all of the support and help they need to manifest their new and safe lives. Remove the harsh emotional effects that this has had on the victims and their children, and replace their despair with hope, determination, and strength to overcome their situations, and return to the serenity that comes with being safe from harm. I honor and thank you, most holy and divine, for your constant help, your support, your strength, and for nurturing, and ask that you continue to join with us and help us as we end the horror called domestic violence. Thank you, dear ones. So mote it be.
So mote it be. I invoke and evoke, request and accept all of the wonderful, positive, powerful properties, gifts, blessings, and protection of our divine sacred patron, elements of earth, of air, of fire, of water, of wood, of metal, of stone. I ask you to safely marry your energies with our candles and ourselves, and ask that you cleanse, strengthen, and bless and empower this ceremony, our candles and ourselves, that we may be an effective tool to rid the world of domestic violence and heal the damage that it has caused to all of us. Because if one of us is harmed by it, then all of us are harmed by it. And we seek to eradicate it from us and our realm forever and replace it with love, peace, balance, safety, prosperity, strength, and the protection from anyone ever being a victim of domestic violence again. Thank you. So it is.
So it is. I bless and consecrate thee as a magical tool, to be used as a candle of enlightenment, to become the lance of sovereignty, the womb of the earth mother, to be shield and protector of many, that thou shalt ever serve me and all those who have joined us here today, in truth, power, and wisdom. So mote it be.
So mote it be. We counter intimidation with courage, emotional abuse with nurture, isolation with positive support and resources. Minimizing and denying the abuse and blaming the victim, we replace it with the courage to admit wrongdoing and seek help. Using children to threaten and control the victim with safety, we replace that with healing for both the children and the victimized parent.
We counter abusers having an overinflated sense of authority by granting them the acceptance that everyone has rights, especially the right to a safe and peaceful home. Economic abuse with prosperity for the victim, as well as heightening their confidence in their abilities to provide for their children and themselves. Coercion and threats with kind words, support, and the willingness to compromise and please the victims. As we lit our candles before, as we say, so may it be.
So may it be. And again, we thank you for your strength and convictions, and we now offer blessings to those who want them. Okay. For those of you who wish to accept these blessings, I unhook and release you from all of the cords and adverse energy that keep you from the prosperity, good health, and power that is your birthright, and send it all into the light to be healed and resolved as we are all healed from them. And restore your divine peace, strength, good health, free will, prosperity, and the optimum flow of divine balanced energy on all levels. I make an offering to our divine Mother Goddess, our divine Sister Moon, to bless the participants of this ceremony with new and continued blessings of prosperity, peace, and good health. I make an offering to the divine universal life forces to look upon and bless the participants of this ceremony who welcome your energy and blessings. I make an offering to the gatekeepers of prosperity, good health, and power, and ask you to open the gates to those who choose to honor and accept the safe and continuous flow, for which I make the infinity symbol 3 times to ensure that the flow is continuous, of prosperity in real money, either physically or electronically, the power we need to complete all of our missions effectively, successfully, and safely, and the safe and continuous flow of healthy energy to heal all that ails them and restore them to good health. I assign an etheric ankh over the participants who want it to constantly heal them through the ethers. And I call upon the divine energy of our brother and patron Saturn and the sacred element of earth to restrict the adverse energies affecting them and restore positive and fruitful lives. That is their birthright. Please accept my divine gratitude and blessings in return. So it
Okay.
is.
So it is. And before I say my part of the blessing to you, I forgot one little part, and I just wanted to quickly say it. One of the parts that I do with the my candle is before I place it in the bowl and the candle, I run it through or I pass it through the incense that's burning. And I
Uh,
forgot to say that before, and I want to make sure that I say that before I leave. And so you run it through the incense, both the candle and the letter of intention, and then you place it into the bowl. Okay? Thank you guys so much for for that little part that I forgot. And what I wanted to do for you, as I did before, I made a wishing well incense for you guys. And basically, I want you to be able to take this into the ether and over the web to all of you. And it is a wishing well, meaning that you can wish for whatever your needs are, whether it's prosperity, healing, whatever it is, love, whatever it is that you need, you alone know at this time. And with this wishing well incense, that is what I wish for you. And may it come to you, harming none, on its way to you, and let it be goodwill for you as well. So mote it be.
so must be. Okay, thank you. And we're going to go ahead and close out our circle.
Water, I thank you for all that you have given us and for empowering us with strength and courage and helping to wash away domestic violence. And we bid you farewell until we meet once again. So mote it be.
So mote it be. Fire, I thank you for all that you have given us and for empowering us with strength and courage and helping to burn away domestic violence. And we bid you farewell until we meet once more. So mote it be.
So mote it be. And air, I thank you for all that you have given us and for empowering us with strength and courage and helping to blow away domestic violence. And we bid you farewell until we meet once again. So mote it be.
So mote it be. Earth, I thank you for all that you have given us and for empowering us with strength and courage and grounding out domestic violence. We bid you farewell until we meet once more. So mote it be.
So mote it be.
So we've got 8 more weeks to go. Normally I know that we had started off saying we were just going to dedicate a month, but this issue is so huge with so many components that we are going to address it week by week and break it down layer by layer using the wheel of violence so that we can really make a dent in what's going on, but in the order that it seems to be happening. It's when you've got so many components, a little hard to do it all at once with one thing, so we're just going to break it down and handle each issue at a time during its own term. But in the meantime, we would love for you to please join our new Priestess View Facebook group, where all of these candle preparations, our spells, our tips, our tricks, we're all going to put them all in that group so you have one place to look at all of the things that Goddess Star and I want to offer you and want you to have that power and wisdom that we so want to convey to you so that you are so empowered. I know Goddess Star is excited about it like me.
Yes, I am. And we wanted to not just, add tips and tricks and all of that. We want it to be a place where, like a haven, so that you
Yeah,
can come there and put up your topics, your suggestion, your ideas. We could find as many ways as possible to put up things there for you that you would find helpful based on our shows and upcoming topics of what, give you ideas and you can discuss it with us.
right.
So do join us in the group because then it's more private that way, and it's we'd love to have you invite people that you think would be very interested in this type of show. It's not a show for everyone, but we'd love it to be. We try to be very inclusive and as public as possible in the sense of the type of topics that we cover, which is just about everything. Um, so do join us, for the Priestess View show, as well as the project that we're doing for the next 8 weeks. We'd love seeing you there and thanking you so much for supporting us in every way. And out of respect for you, Goddess Rhonda and I wanted to say that we wanted to redo the show for you because we respect all of you for supporting us so much. And it's respect for both of us, basically, because we really did not enjoy hearing all that feedback before. So, again, thank you all. And this is to say thank you to all of you for supporting us with whatever our endeavors are. And, just to wish you all the best in whatever is coming up in our future and your futures. All right? Namaste, Mary Part, and everything else.
Yes. Please join us again next week. Merry meet, merry part, merry meet again. And thank you again, everyone, for joining us. Have a great week, and we send you tons of blessings of good health and prosperity. Thank you. Good night.
Yeah, and I forgot. Don't forget to join us on Monday for our continued show.
Oh, that's right. Let's put that in. Also, please join us Monday for another Priestess View edition. We're still doing part 2 of our Sexy Crone and Sage show. And we are going to have this awesome ceremony, meditation, and a spell for you to renew and reclaim your sexuality, your sexual energy, and get your sexy back on. So we'll see you Monday for that as well.
Thank you.
All right, everyone. Have a great week, and we'll see you Monday. Good night.
Night.